Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renis Alma. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegis. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are you...
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Or at any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here, Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Dahnans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point, but...
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Very well.
Well,
Hey,
Pardon me.
these guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. I must think we're just Danans from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Volron soldiers. Watch yourselves.
Burn in hell!
No further!
I'll smash you! I'm ready! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
My turn! Everlasting!
I'm ready!
Negative Jake!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Yeah.
Hey.
You don't say.
Well...
Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then,
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
actually, they were abiding Renan hierarchy. Not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts. Always good to be back in familiar territory.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Ganeth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But... I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Dahnans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganath Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen. But treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dahna.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Dahnans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think of... about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want...
Well... Hey! Got it!
Huh?
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here,
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo! Hoo hoo! Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo! Hoo! Maybe something's going on in the forest. Oh?
what?
Yes!
Just great. What?
What?
Yes! Yes!
Nice.
Sorry.
Yes.
Just great.
White, soft, and fluffy items. Is that description supposed to be figurative or literal?
Let's check anything in the area that looks edible. Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Harros.
I know that, but our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay?
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's...
Huh?
Well... Yeah.
No way.
Huh? Got it. Boomy! Boomy!
Heck? Are you stuck on that too?
No, really. I kind of see where they're coming from.
Are you okay with anything as long as it's round and... Oh,
Seriously?
well...
Well...
Huh? guess...
Yeah. Law.
Yeah!
Oh?
Oh, wow! All right! I wasn't expecting a thank you for that.
Maybe socializing with people is helping to jog...
No way! All right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything. Bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There's Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her. Okay, off we go.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Yes.
What?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Phew. Good. Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Elfin.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, Law.
You're welcome?
Leave the chargers to me!
Damn it!
By the power of water!
Severing wind!
Here goes!
Mirage!
These ones can run rings around us!
Severing wind!
Not so fast.
Raging storm!
Mirage!
By the power of water!
You picked the wrong fight!
This one's mine!
Tempest Wall!
Shine!
I'm ready! Take it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Not a
Radiant
chance!
light! Leave the ensnarer to me.
Really strong, Alvin!
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Go no further!
Bloody hell!
Resonate with the
over! Take this!
The water creep.
Soda!
Elusive deity!
Damn it! Scoot back!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
You're really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still,
As impressive as always.
And here I hoped I was improving.
we won that by a mile.
I won't forgive you!
I'm not done!
Thunderblade! Not on my watch!
Soda!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Soaring lightning!
The weight won't save you from me! shall ensure you survive.
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! My turn! Rending you apart!
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand.
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Xion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of
Vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Where do I come into this?
Out of our way!
No further! Severing wind!
Burning strike! Glacial spear! I never miss!
I'll pick you all off! Here I come! Mirage!
Lunar corruption!
Now you see what I can do! Air pressure!
Here I come! Severing wind! Stardust! Now!
Being interrupted!
Take this!
Denied! Everlasting
You're finished! Here I come! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
You made quick work of them.
I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve, young lady.
Here I
Prepare
come!
to be seized on a fleet of foot.
Ignite!
Form is more appropriate.
Severing wind!
Less talking, more doing!
Megasonic thrust!
No further!
Here!
In your death, Dohalim.
And tonight's meal is on you.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
Damn. That weak, huh?
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even...
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered. We won that by a mile.
There.
Coming through. Here I come. It's over.
I never miss.
Not today.
Lightning orb!
Yoga!
If it hides,
Now we'll never
dispatch it out
Shivering
again.
wind.
In a bind?
Leave the enemy's arts to me.
No complaints here! Begin!
Try this.
I'm ready!
Here's a healing
Acid
orb.
ring.
Really?
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno. I'm not just
See what I can do!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
I'm ready.
They took a leg.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Easy peasy. Pahoodle.
We should be able to cook here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Right, here goes.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Severing Wind.
Take it.
You're on. It's over.
It's a duel of the arts!
My turn. Here I come. Try harder.
Here I come!
We got fire.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours. I owe you one.
It's over!
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that!
Turn to the station.
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Crush. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet and... This is the power of the blazing sword! Right, here goes! Take this!
Pain.
Come I'm knocked up!
Healing circle!
Severing wind! It's on!
Okay.
Are those arms even natural? Here!
Mirage!
Where are you going? In here!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
We work well together.
Finally timed wall. River!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Water!
Now!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Is that the Zugo we're looking for?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy land!
Take this!
Mirage!
In a
I'll take
bind?
you all. Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal.
Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
My turn!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Do it!
Your bill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
Right, here goes! Strike!
Armor won't save you!
Severing wind! You're mine! Mirage! Megasonic thrust! Ignite!
I shall steal you where you
You're
stand.
mine!
This is
You're mine!
I'm out of ammo! What?
Mirage! Come and face me!
It's almost too strong.
Be my guest! Mirage! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
This will be a delicious piece of cake! I never miss!
You escape!
If it's in the sky, it's
Negative
mine!
gate.
This is
Mirage!
why I never miss!
They might be
Nail it,
Totally!
stuff!
In an instant! Impact block!
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Yeah.
No.
You did it!
Really?
Yeah.
What's got into him?
He says, instead of making a Zoogle sign, we should be making a Hoodle sign.
He's feeling threatened by a rival.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need... What?
What's that noise?
Helfin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance, too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balseph, too. You saw her, right, Xion? Xion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave. That's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on. We don't have much time.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lovtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
We've reached our destination.
No way.
All right? You don't say. Stay calm.
Huh?
Good.
Sure.
Perhaps you shouldn't have gotten your hopes up.
I felt moved by people whose love transcended the bounds.
Huh?
Ridiculous.
Got it.
Right.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
What's that huge Zeugle over there?
Stay far away from that thing, Rinwell.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Airborne beast.
Not today!
Smash you! Here! Go for the weak point! In here!
Eternal devastation!
Hear my call!
Here I come! Severing wind!
Glacial spear!
Can't get out of this! Take this! Stardust! It's on!
Freeze Lancer!
You're on! No escape! Eat dirt!
Here, let me help!
You're mine!
Get on there!
Another incantation ruined.
You're finished! Take this!
Not in your dreams!
I'm not done!
I couldn't make it in time.
Here I come! Strike!
Forward up! Healing circle!
You're on!
Ready and corruption! Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Take this! Escape!
Here's a healing arc!
Take this!
Perhaps now isn't the time? Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! You're mine!
Illuminate the dark! I never miss! Holy glimmer! Holy land!
You're mine! Eternal devastation! Not today!
I'm all stopped up!
Elusive deity! Spear!
Mega ray! One last raging cascade!
Here I come!
Take this!
Charge the level! Blah, 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 magic!
Save you!
Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind!
Here I go! Take this!
Execution! Raging cascade!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Here I come! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down! Not on my watch!
This one's all mine! Crush!
Wind
Eternal
Raging
devastation!
cascade!
Crush!
Radiant
Eternal devastation!
Dance in the wind!
I'm not
Air
done!
thrust!
Ignite!
Radiant wave!
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Annihilation!
Eternal devastation!
Rending you apart!
Bloody howling! I can carve through armor!
Purge malevolence! Arcane waterfall! Freeze Lancer! One more!
You're mine!
Take this!
Air thrust!
Here I come!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword, and with my friends.
Shion.
Power surges through me.
It's over!
Negative jet!
Here's a This one's mine! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Anything in
armor is all mine!
Dance on the wind! Not today!
Here goes!
Eternal devastation!
I never miss!
Wide open!
It won't escape me!
Dream!
Now you see what I can do!
Execution! It looks like you got this one covered!
Take this!
Resonate
Resonate with the earth! In a vine!
Here's evil! Light after purge! Our magic is here!
Now let loose!
In here!
Such unadulterated fury! Resonate with the earth!
Here! Now for something special!
Air pressure!
Lightning is down! Here's the evil! Illuminate Freeze Lancer! Holy land!
Ready and rare! Try harder! Not a chance!
Holy land!
Burn in hell!
Holy land! Radiant here!
Eternal devastation!
Armor won't save you!
Far enough!
Crush captivity! The fluidity of your movements is simply incredible.
I didn't think you had it in you.
Focus. There'll be time to congratulate me later.
Nothing much I can say to that. Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Sleep now! Here's a healing arc! I never miss!
Can you take it?
Eternal devastation! Eat dirt!
Thunder field!
Amazing.
Eternal devastation! You're mine! I'm not
Dance in the wind! Here's the evil!
You're mine!
Got it! Now's our chance!
I can carve through armor! Eternal devastation! Severing wind! Here I come! Strike! You're finished! Come on! Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
We can really make weapons with this?
We've reached our destination.
Yeah.
How?
Huh? Well... Hey! Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I'm glad I made it in time.
I wish I could use healing arts.
Right, here goes!
Nothing gets by me!
I'll take you all on! Right!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Get on in there with the others!
Where are you
going?
I owe you one! Eat dirt! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! Not a chance! No escape! I owe you no further! Stardust! Too fast! Stand back! I'll check it out! Eternal devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Not a chance!
Now you see what I can do!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
My fists are crushing it out there!
We should be able to cook here.
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah!
Sure. How did it come to this?
You're a beautiful woman, Xion. That's a good thing, right?
Wait, Kisara. Hey, Kisara! How did it come to this?
There's certainly an abundance of water.
This came out so good. I almost hate having to eat.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Do you mind if we chat a bit?
Now there's something I never thought I'd hear you say.
Remember when we talked about what it was like for me growing up? Well, I thought it only fair that I also get to ask what you were like as a child.
My childhood? Maybe you missed the memo that was going around, but I can't remember anything of my past.
I know. Just whatever you can remember. There's gotta be something, right?
Let me think. Well, have I ever told you about my army days? Back when I used to serve under a Dahnan master?
Yeah, but that must have been after you were already grown up, right? Do you happen to remember anything from back when you were younger?
Actually, I remember I had a kid with me.
You had a kid?
No, of course not. The child's father was another soldier. Back in those days, we risked our lives for a master we'd never even seen. We just fought for them and didn't even question it. When that kid's dad died and I saw them sitting there crying, I felt this bitter, indescribable feeling. It was like I was drinking something toxic that I knew I shouldn't, but couldn't stop. It was strange. I never understood why I reacted like that. Soldiers died every day. It wasn't anything new.
What it tells me is that deep down, you were the same man then as you are now. You've never been able to accept injustice in the world.
If you keep talking like that, you're going to embarrass me. I wonder whatever happened to that master and poor kid. Not that there's any way of knowing now. You know, I just remembered that kid was good at sewing dolls. They gave me one once. It was a good luck charm to protect me.
Dolls? I think it's time we go to sleep. Morning. Ready to head out?
Hey, look! We've got way more animals!
I never imagined Law would have a knack for husbandry.
Makes sense since they're on the same wavelength.
You're making me blush over here.
Law, maybe you should consider what that statement actually means.
You can tell it's tough just looking at it.
Yep.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Driving you mad! You're mine! Aim for the weak spot. You picked the wrong fight. Win! Here I come! I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. Now! You're mine! Win! Prepare to be seized! You're on!
In a bind?
You're finished! I've been hit with something!
So even a masochist has his limits.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better.
You and I both.
I never miss!
It's over!
This one's mine!
Your arms are really incredible.
In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Finally time to rest.
I owe you one. Win!
You must be tired of healing me. I'm merely doing what I can to help. Glad you're on our side.
This one's all mine! Take this! Strike!
This one's mine!
Win!
Here I go!
Burn!
I'll heal you all!
Soaring blast! Severing wind!
Really perform.
I owe you, Tion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
You're mine!
The waters are treating
Can't get out of this!
in here! Annihilation! Not on my watch!
You're mine!
Rage!
Sleep now. Burn up!
Lewis, get with this!
Flame of fury!
Let me free you.
Water! Hear my call!
Another incantation ruined.
Take it! Right! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Burn it out! Okay, here I go. Let me
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. Too bad.
Holy land! The flames will roar! Dance in the wind! Just feel! Radiant feel! This one's mine!
Lewis, escape!
Will this help? I'll be saving
You're
this
mine!
one! Cyclone! Will this armor won't save you! Lightning condense! Illuminate the dark!
This death shall not
Hard cycle!
everlasting dark.
Here I come!
Negative state. In a bind.
It's over! Win!
Illuminate the dark! Come back!
This one's all mine!
Eagle rage.
You picked the wrong fight!
Blood!
Win!
There you go! Don't let up!
Turtle devastation! Megasonic thrust!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now.
On your knees.
Now I can let... I have no limits!
All right.
Megasonic thrust!
Bloody howling.
Freeze Lancer!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Shine. Radiant light.
Take this!
Pulse of regeneration.
Got it!
Still!
Regeneration.
No more chance!
Kisara!
Commander of heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Mirage!
Take this.
I can do this all day!
Here I come!
Lewis, take this. I can carve through armor.
Let the marks handle this!
Mirage!
Take water
Burn!
First aid!
Such unadulterated fury. Night with blackened blade.
Here I come!
Is this what real pain feels like? I couldn't make it in time.
Take it!
Where are you going?
Be still!
Begin!
Mirage! It's over! Megasonic... Okay, here I go.
Burn up!
Lewis, get it!
Shattering pulse of regeneration.
Is that a healing arm?
It is. I can't ignore your pain.
I'll try to be more careful.
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
You're all pain.
Freeze! In here! I'll heal you all! There with the others!
Destruction!
Healing circle! Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too.
Can't get out of here.
Here! Get out of there with the others! That move!
Here comes the big one!
Here I go! More where that came from!
From beyond, indeed its sacred soul of blood.
It's weakened!
This ends now! Now I can let...
Now you see what I can
I'm almost impressed.
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Rotating pile driver.
Lightning thrust!
Bathed in blood.
You're mine! I'm not done! Here I go!
The enemy is going all out!
Okay, here I go! Try harder!
in a vine?
I'm ready!
Dazzle! Mirage!
I never miss! Here goes!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Holy land! Resuscitation!
Catapult!
Leave the Come on, stop that! Annihilation!
Through armor!
Far enough! Hear me! Sleep now! Hear my call!
Take it! No escape! Destruction! This one's all mine!
Holy land! Water! Hear my call!
Easter!
Flood!
Crush!
Captivity!
Destruction!
Glacial spear! Hear me!
Crush! Force of regeneration! You're mine! Regenerate! I'm ready! Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
I can feel my precision improving.
Guess I misread the landing.
Sure. Just great.
Well, anyway, I should get to work.
Oh, we already started.
We've got it covered tonight, Kisara. Just relax and leave it to us.
I see. Guess I'll do some laundry instead.
What does it look like?
Yeah, I guess you are. You're not trying to clean them by smacking them around.
Of course not. I have a good memory.
He's fine, Kisara. I've been keeping an eye on him. And
Oh, good. If you
Hey, how come you...
just don't squeeze too hard or else you'll damage the fabric.
Yeah, I get it. You know, if you keep making that...
What was that?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Well, if there's... I suppose I should take this as a sign of how much they've all grown, but... Oh, Dohalim. What are you doing here?
Simply admiring our campfire as I await dinner. I find watching the flames dance can be rather inspiring.
Just the same as always, then. Although I'm sort of relieved.
Oh? And here I thought you were planning to scold me.
Why? Did you want to be scolded too?
No, I wasn't saying that. The night is aglow with star and firelight. Yet what I hold most dear are the words of a friend.
That's not like your usual poetry.
Brimming is thy soul with words yet unspoken.
Okay, I get it. You want me to talk to you about it.
To hear your words of worry, I can but sit and wait.
I said I get it. I guess I'm just struggling with how capable everyone's become these days. I'm proud of them, but I'm not sure what I contribute to the team anymore. So, I guess it's been troubling me a bit. They don't need me for chores or fighting anymore. And I don't have much in the way of feminine charm. But aside from being a soldier, do I have anything else to offer? And if not, then what good am I? I can't help worrying about it.
Lost though you may be, with utopia but a dream, life without you would be no life at all.
Dohalim, you're right. I still have Miguel's dream left to fulfill. And we still have the fight ahead of us to overcome.
With you by my side, even the bitter times can taste sweet.
Okay, I think that's enough poetry for one day.
Hey, dinner's ready. Wow, you look really happy, Kisara.
Oh? I'm just excited to see what you two have cooked up. Dohalim, all of your replies last night were poems. What was that all about?
I suppose I was struck with poetic inspiration. Did it strike your fancy?
Yes. I found it to be quite elegant.
I'm afraid my memory of them is a bit faint. Could I trouble you to recite them for me?
No, you cannot. Remember them yourself.
Finally made it.
What a rush! That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Take this! Does it hurt? Come and face me!
Flying free? Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Take this! Be still!
In here!
Deny! Let us take to the flames!
If it's in the sky,
You picked the wrong fight!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
This one's mine!
You're mine!
The enemy wields ours too.
We'll soon see about that! Anything in order is all
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
I never simmer!
Take this! Win!
Hold on here! Here I come!
Mirage! Flaming thrust!
I'll
thank you.
Mirage! You're mine!
I can carve through armor.
Arch field!
Severing wind!
Take this.
Illuminate the earth! Come forth, holy glitter!
Wide open!
It won't escape me.
Glacial spear! Pierce the earth!
Mirage! Severing wind! Eat dirt!
The flame roar!
Wind!
Field! Let me help! I'm ready! I'll
You're
get in
mine!
this one!
Begin!
Confiscated!
see what I can do.
It looks like you got this one covered.
This one's all mine. Captivity. Win. You're on. Be still.
Raging captivity.
Take this.
Room for force.
Water. This will clear my call.
Take this. I'm not
Field.
dying. Radiant light.
Water is on mine.
Win. Now I can
Here
let
goes.
loose.
Here.
Win.
I'm out of ammo.
Burn in hell.
I owe you one. Back into the
You're
fray.
on.
Negative
You're
gate.
mine.
Thunder field.
Resonate with the earth.
There you go. Don't let up.
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be
You're
careful.
mine.
With the blazing sword
Now, while
and
it's
with my
reeling.
thorn.
Take it down.
Another incantation
Ready
going.
to go. Raging storm.
Armor won't save you. You're on.
Here. Illuminate the dark. Come forward.
Negative
Glimmer.
Flaming thrust. It's on. Eat dirt.
Our arts are being interrupted.
You're on.
I'm ready.
Flaming thrust.
Where are you going?
You're on. Flaming thrust.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Take this.
Got it. Resuscitate. Now's our chance.
Here I come.
Healing circle.
Here I come.
Radiant.
I have no limits.
I'm grateful.
Second wind.
My reach is even wider.
Take this.
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Shine. Radiant light.
You're mine.
Armor won't save you.
It's time. You picked the wrong fight.
Hear my call.
You must be tired of healing me.
I'm merely doing what I can.
Glad you're on us, Joaquin.
Ready to go. Here's a healing art.
Severing wind.
Not on my watch.
Take this. Stardust.
In a bind.
Tempted swirl.
Devastation.
I'm almost impressed.
The enemy's
Coming
open.
from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Boost of regeneration. Regenerate.
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
What our friends force, we can't depend on.
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
Regenerate me. Yours to be let free. Flaming thrust. You're on.
Forgive me.
You're on.
This one's mine.
Dazzle.
Never ready.
Armor won't save you.
This is looking slick.
No more playing nice.
Not done yet.
Tunnel. Dance in the wind. Hear me. Flee.
Wind. Stardust.
None gets by me.
Denied.
Dazzle.
In a bind.
Stardust.
Dance in the wind. Confiscated.
Power surges.
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay?
You picked the wrong
You
fight.
too. Raging storm. Hey, when it is high.
You're on.
This one's mine.
Flaming thrust.
Elusive deity.
Now.
Kisara. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone.
Here's a healing art. First aid.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be in this world.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Hey! Yeah. Well. Right. Very nice.
Just a minute.
Great!
What?
Yes! Great!
Hey.
No way!
Oh? Hey.
Sorry.
How? Amazing! Yes!
Hey. What?
Very nice.
Alvin! She owns stuffing bread with Mabo curry.
Now I can eat this every day.
Jeez, Xion, you're hooked on that stuff.
Hello. I see. Oh. What?
Oh?
I see.
Yeah.
What?
Volron's whereabouts. Don't they know where their own sovereign is?
Considering we've come across him the world over, he's likely been operating on his own for a while now.
Maybe even his own subordinates were just toys to him.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Soaring light spear! Come and face me!
Leave the charges to me.
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
I can't run forever.
Here I go!
Take this!
I'm out of ammo.
Far enough.
I'm ready! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Now! Here I come! Soaring blast!
Back into the fray.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Not yet!
Here's evil!
On your knees!
Breaking storm! What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure, filled with memories.
How much longer will our healing arts last? Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahnan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahnan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.